You signed with the WWE nearly 10 years ago, back in 2007. A lot's changed since that time. In fact, just this month, the Divas division was renamed the Women's Division along with a new title. How has the Women's Division evolved in the WWE during your time there?
I mean, it's been really, it's changed a lot. And, you know, WWE is always ahead of the curve. You look at the WWE Network, and it's really, you know, it's very telling at how the company is growing and evolving and changing. And with all of those changes comes the change that we have with the women. And, you know, we went from the Divas division, which I was a Divas champion. So I'm still proud of what I did as a diva in the WWE. But being part of what is now our women's division, it's just, you know, it's time for change. And we've got a group of really hungry, awesome competitors that want to go. And for me, growing up in a huge wrestling family, wrestling has always been my passion. I was never a very good dancer. My dad is Jim Neidhart, so naturally I'd be a terrible dancer. But yeah, you can imagine me. I dance like my dad, and that's not a good thing. But, you know, I wasn't really the model type, and I was kind of like the ugly duckling. But
No
that's okay.
way.
I'm a self-proclaimed.
We're not
I'm a
buying that.
self-proclaimed ugly duckling. But for me, wrestling has always been what's been in my heart. So for me to be in this division right now with the women, and it really, I do want to give credit to Triple H because it was really spearheaded, this women's wrestling movement. It was spearheaded by him at NXT, and he actually was the person that really gave me my big break in WWE. And it wasn't at the beginning of my career, but it was in the last couple years, actually in May of 2014, when I got to take on Charlotte Flair at NXT. And for me, that was a huge turning point in my career. And it was so amazing to have somebody believe in me and say, Natty, you can do this, and we need your help. And, you know, we want to grow this women's division. And so for me, performing at NXT became something that I just loved to do. And I wanted that same feeling for all of the girls in WWE because really we're all under the same umbrella. So, you know, it started with that movement, I feel, at NXT. And to me, the women in the WWE up on the main roster, we all wanted to share that same enthusiasm. And now we're finally getting that chance. And at WrestleMania, there were 2 women's matches, which is huge. And it shows how much WWE is really changing with the times and evolving. And it's awesome.
That women's championship match at WrestleMania, some are saying stole the entire show. It was fantastic, Natalya. Now, a lot of new fans might know you best from the E! reality show Total Divas. It was just announced this week that there will be a 6th season. What's your experience been like having your personal life followed by cameras 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
Well, when I was first approached to do Total Divas, I thought, like, do I have to be a train wreck to be on a reality show? And then I realized, you know what, Natty, you are part of the Hart family, and therefore, naturally, you are a train wreck. And,
and I remember you calling Stephanie McMahon in the middle of the night after a long night of drinking, so don't act like you're high and mighty now.
I had a margarita.
Okay.
Well, Steph is part of Steph is part of a crazy family, so she totally understands and gets that. And for me, like, you know, Total Divas has been awesome because it's given me a different perspective, but it's also allowed people to look inside of our lives in a different way. There's so much more as women that we do in the WWE besides just performing in the ring. We are ambassadors. We do so many community outreach programs. I was just in Dubai with Alicia Fox. We're the first women in WWE to actually go there, and it was a huge step for WWE. And for me, though, as far as Total Divas goes, it gives the audience and the viewers a chance to see all these different things that we do in our lives. And I love being able to show people that I'm real. I'm just like you. I laugh, I cry, I, you know, have conflict with my family. We hug, we make up. You know, in the locker room, the girls don't always get along, but at the end of the day, especially in our women's locker room, we are a sisterhood. And I'd like to think that we're a family. And it's just, sometimes it's funny to watch these things play back on Total Divas because, you know, we're getting this whole different audience of people that are tuning in to Total Divas and they're like, oh, I want to see what's going to happen on Raw. Sometimes I watch myself back and I'm like, I can't believe I said that. And I can't believe how bossy I am with my parents. Like, well, when your dad's Jim the Anvil Neidhart, you have to be very bossy.
Yes, you do. He was getting a little too upset about his wife getting a massage. I'm glad you straightened him out there. Natalya, I said this when I worked at WWE. I still mean it today. You're one of the nicest people I ever had the opportunity of working with. Congrats on your success and good luck in your women's championship match.
Thank you so much, Todd. And please send Coach my love.